let me just share this quick one with you, okay? One of the principles of effective, parenting is parenting with unconditional love. Unconditional love. So what does that mean? That means parenting without counting the faults of the child, be it a teenager or just a kid. Without counting the evil that they have done to you, without considering all those things in, relating with them, okay, and caring for them. And what unconditional love involves is one, it doesn't come without a price. In other words, when you're parenting a child unconditionally, without counting the fault of the child, what the child has done wrong to you, is a price that you are paying. See it as you are paying a price, okay? And that price you are paying, you are hoping that in return that is going to, bear fruit for you, what you look forward to. That is the change that you look forward to in the life of the child. So it doesn't come without a price. So you're ready to pay that price that whatever happens, I will love this child, I will care for my child, I will take care of you, whatever happens. And that is why in parenting your child, you need to uphold this unconditional love. It redefines a person, okay? When you begin to show love, even when the person does not deserve it, even when you can see that your child has done a lot of things that he or she doesn't deserve your love anymore, and you keep showing love, it will help for you to redefine the person. It metamorphosizes a person. In other words, it changes a person. That particular child, maybe it could be a teenager, maybe that causing you trouble, that have, done a lot of things to break your heart, and you keep on loving this child unconditionally. What you are doing is that you are making a way for the child, to change from that evil thing that he's doing. You are bringing change to the person's life. It may take some time, but don't give up. Keep loving unconditionally, and you will see the change that it will bring in the person. Okay. Another thing that it saves life when you parent with unconditional love, okay, you can save the life of your child. A lot of young people have died just because they were not shown unconditional love. For example, a girl who happens to, have teenage pregnancy, and then the parents are not able to care for the child, they got angry or pushed the child out of the house or forced the child into marriage. These are the sign of parenting, with unconditional love. Okay. It can even make the person to commit suicide. It can make the person to fall into the wrong hands or wrong marriage, and then a lot of problem in the person's life. Okay. You can help to save the life of your child if you parent unconditionally. Another thing is that it forgives in advance. Okay. When you're parenting with unconditional love, what happens is that you're forgiving the child in advance of what he or she is going to do in the future. In other words, when he or she now does that thing that makes you angry, because in your heart you have already forgiven in advance, you continue to show the unconditional love to the person. And that is the best way to win the heart of young people, especially teenagers. Another thing it does that it takes the person from 0 point to a hero point. Okay, when you parent unconditionally, you help the person move the person from 0 point to hero point. The person may know that what he or she is doing is wrong, but because of wrong company, the age in which the person is, usually teenagers behave this way. Okay, when you parent unconditionally, you will help the person to move from 0 point to hero point. You are like supporting the person even without the person knowing, okay? Looking away from what the person is doing wrong and then focusing on bringing a positive change in the life of that young person. Okay, you help the person to move from 0 point to hero point. Then another thing that it does is that it melts a stony heart. Even if you think that the child has a stony heart, or your teenager can't find is finding it difficult to change, you have done all you could to make the your teenager change, and the person is still living that kind of life that you don't like. Okay, when you continue to show the person unconditional love, one day you will see that this will touch the person's heart. It will melt that stony heart of that person, because they are humans too. Children are humans. So they will see them and think, all these things I've been doing, yet mom, dad still find it in their heart to love me this way. They care for me the way they are caring for other people. Even though I'm into, smoking, gang and all that, yet they still show me love. That's the only way we can win them, by showing them unconditional love. And the last but not the least is that it wins a soul. Okay, you will be able to win the soul of that young person if you continue to show unconditional love to your child. Okay, so for you to win them back to yourself, for example, there are young people that have left home. They maybe that ran out of the house to go and stay where they think that they will be accepted, or with their friends and peers. A time will come, as you continue to show love to the person, you'll be able to win the person back to the Lord and to you. You win the person back, and you see the person's life will be transformed, and all those things that he or she used to do, you will be able to do away with them and become a changed person. If you're watching me, I'm encouraging you to continue to parent your children unconditionally, no matter what. Never give up on them. Never give up. You will surely bring the change that you desire in them if you show them unconditional love.